Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 240. This episode of Pimp My Setup is sponsored by War Robots. War Robots is an online third-person PvP shooter. We're talking dozens of combat robots, hundreds of weapon combinations, and heated clan battles. Crush your opponent or capture and hold beacons scattered across the map. Qualify, fight your way to glory, and lead your clan to victory. There are more than 20 robots and weapons available so you can create a machine for your style of play. The best part of it all is there's no paywalls and no ads. It's super easy to control. As you can see, I'm just hopping up here, shooting my turret, firing some missiles, trying to take this enemy out. Bam! Done. Click the link in the description to download War Robots for free and to receive free bonus gifts. The first set of the day was submitted by Tate. The cables behind the monitors are all over the place. The cables under the desk. How do you feel about the use of the Signum?
He's not really doing it right. I mean, yeah, it's like some drooping down, then it's like the power bricks on the fridge, like the Coca-Cola fridge. Why don't you put that in the Signum? Because that's what it's like mostly there for. You know, keep everything up there.
Putting the headphones there, that's a no bueno, senor. Ay, get that shit out of there, man. Put that under the desk. Theme. What is the theme here?
There is no theme. I mean, he has like colors on his, wallpaper for the monitors and all that, but it's just a lot of different colors going on. Maybe go for a red theme because you have the Coca-Cola fridge, but it's tough. You have wall space, but like I don't know what you're into besides Coca-Cola and G Fuel. So like, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to, help you in that case? Tate scored a 62. The next setup of the day was submitted by Alex. Yeah, I don't know. He's missing a mouse pad though. He's got the fake plant, so it's another one of those setups. I don't like what's going on the top of the shelf anyway. From what we can see, a lot of crap on there, and it looks like on the shelves itself there really isn't much organization. Or Alex scored an 84. The next set of the day was submitted by JP. The light, I'm sure it looks a little bit better in real life, but I think it's a little too close up against the wall. Headphone stand, headphone mount, something like that would be great. Laptop docking station would also work well. But I like what you're going for. You can get a cool little controller stand or just leave it there. It doesn't matter. I think it's fine either way. I say this all the time, but honestly, maybe throw some LEDs into the PC because you got it behind the desk. Might as well pop in a little bit there. It'll look really, really nice. JP scored an 86. The next setup was submitted by Ed. The main thing is the speakers. Audio Engine A2 Plus is great speakers. I don't like where you put them or why you put them there. They should be they don't necessarily have to be closer, but at least angle them in. I don't know if I really like where you put everything. It's just, yeah. Does it make sense to you? I mean, it's different and it's unique, and it's like I've never seen those like little posters before, so it's like cool that they're unique in that fact, but I feel like placing them in those like spots and all that doesn't really work for me.
Surfboard is going on, yeah. Right? Like in this one, for real, it looks like the back leg is like, bitch. Ed scored 78. The next setup was submitted by Callum. The pictures up against the windowsill, not a huge fan there, but I guess you're just limited on space. A really simple setup. This photo, I wish you really did more with that wool, because you have all this stuff in spots where it doesn't really make sense, like on the windowsill and stuff. Why not fill up that wall space that you're going for? Cable management, as much as I wanted to give you a good score because technically it's not there, like, it disappears, none of that's managed. We see like one tube, a couple of cable zip ties and stuff like that. You're missing the rest of the cables. There shouldn't be like 17 different strands. Callum scored a 72. The next setup was submitted by Quang, and his parents were like, yeah, you can have $15 billion and buy whatever the hell you want. And he's like, sure, but I'm gonna put it all on a small little desk. And then he's got his Xbox One S just shoved right in between that bitch with his speakers, well, the right one right up against the monitor, and the left one's completely turned like, hey, what's up, guys? It's not plugged in anything, so you don't have a capture card or whatever, so that's just there more to be like, yeah,
I'm rich.
Yeah, get out of my face, bitch. So like an actual headphone stand, controller stand would be cool. An arm for the microphone would be cool as well because you can get it out of there. Putting the speakers in the normal spot, put the Xbox under the desk or something like that, come up with a cool spot for it, free it up. Goddamn. Just because, like, out of sight, out of mind, even if you use all the stuff all the time, that's great. It's just too cramped, and it's creating a big issue with, we see cables. Quang scored a 74. The next setup was submitted by Taylor.
Super nice. I was talking about this last stream, and I'm like, I love, like usually the walls, like if that was any other, if he was not even into the Canucks and having that wall thing, it would be like, oh, what the hell's wrong with you?
I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, but it's because it's the Vancouver Canucks.
It makes so much more sense.
Theme. Yeah,
kind of like it's a very symmetrical setup. The speakers, everything's dead center and stuff like that. So that desk is really warped, isn't it?
It is, yeah, because you can tell like the shelf is perfectly even, straight. No problems there, and then you can see a little bend to it.
Yeah, and even at the top of the poster, there's no fisheye, there's no warping at all, so it's definitely the desk. Taylor scored at 95. Final setup of the day was submitted by Colin. Another generic IKEA, here's my 2 Alex drawers, here's my countertop, here's my Alex riser, blah, 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 pop vinyls, which is great, and there's nothing wrong with that. It does kind of, you know, lack a little bit of that love. Something on the left or right side to add to your theme would be great. I think theme is cool. It's there. The colors are flowing. It's a really nice, visually pleasing setup. But, you know, the travel and 2 pop vinyls is all I'm really getting from it. Colin scored at 95. That means Taylor and Colin tied with a 95. Who would you choose? Leave a comment down below. Personally, I choose Taylor. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 240.